Okay, I rounded up all of my absolute favorite makeup products of 2024. Okay, first we're gonna start off with a little lip balm. This is my absolute favorite lip balm of the year. I think this is like my 6th one that I've gone through this year. I have all the shades, all the colors, all the shimmers. But to be completely honest, just the original orange clear, it's like a milky clear, is my favorite. It is delicious. It's so good, so hydrating, so hydrating. Nothing else like this is out there, truly. I have a few different hydrating slash glowy products from the year. The Sheer Glow Face Tint. So I have the color Rose, like a light pink. It doesn't really give any tint to the face. It's just like a glowy base. And then I have Bronze. Bronze is my favorite. It gives you like that hint of color. That's just so good. 2 other glowy bases. I couldn't pick between these two. Dior Forever Glow Star Filter. I have the shade 3, and then this is the Chanel number 1. This is in the color Soft Pink. It's like a soft, sheer, glowy highlight. Love all of them. Today I think I'm gonna do the Chantecaille Rose. The only reason why is because I'm pretty pale right now, so I just want like a little bit of a juicy, glowy base. I love Chantecaille. It is one of my favorite beauty brands. See how it just like gives that like really pretty juiciness. And then my favorite primer is this one. This is the One Size Oil Sucker Extreme Mattifying Primer. This primer is actually insane. I don't have super oily skin or anything, but I just love the like technology, I guess, behind this, especially for somebody who does. So I like to just take a little bit and then put it in the areas where I tend to have like a little bit more pores, texture. And then I just like press it into the skin. And then you're supposed to wait like 3 minutes and just like watch it literally mattify. Am I a psychopath for having 4 foundation favorites? Maybe, but I need to mention all 4. So this is obviously my Chanel Water Fresh Tint. I take the shade Medium. It's been my favorite for I think the last 2 years, if not 3. It is phenomenal and great for every single day. Westman Atelier Vital Skincare Complexion Drop. They're so good. They're like a serum-y kind of foundation slash skin tint mixture. And then my 2 actual foundations. Chanel Revitalizing Foundation. So good, so pretty. Definitely more of like a light to medium coverage. Same with the Dior Stick Foundation. This is like a recent discovery. I think I discovered this like a few months ago. It's new. And it's so good. So good. Like buttery, creamy, perfect for travel. Definitely a favorite of the year. Today I'm going to use my Chanel, and I'm just going to use a little bit. Talk about brushes. So my favorite brushes of the year are definitely these ones from Makeup by Mario for face. I love a few Patrick Ta brushes too, so I'll mention those, but I really dove into the Makeup by Mario brushes this year. Cream bronzer. Nothing new here. Chanel. It's the best cream bronzer of all time. Like truly the best of all time. This is what it looks like. It's so good. They have 3 shades now, so this is the medium one, but if you're darker they also have a darker one, and then if you're a little bit lighter than me then they have a lighter one as well, and all tones and shades just work so well for every single skin tone. And then a recent discovery is the Dior contour stick. This is so buttery, blendable, nice. I love the size. So it makes it really easy to apply and blend out. The color is perfect. I take the shade 2. The color range is kind of small though, so I think they have 4 shades. An honorable mention, these are the Victoria Beckham contour sticks. I literally just got these for Black Friday, so last month. And I can tell they're gonna be a favorite for 2025. They are phenomenal. And I'll show you. So I'll start with just my base layer bronzer, which is the Chanel. I always start with this just because I feel like it adds that really nice, pretty warm background and just warms up the complexion a ton. Shades in the Victoria Beckham. The lighter one is Marble and then the darker one is Sandstone. So I've been using Marble to just do a little contouring on my nose. They feel like butter, truly. I've been doing that. And then the darker one, just a little bit more. The darker one is a little bit more cool toned in the same Mario F1 brush, just to stamp it in, because these just blend so nicely, you guys. Moving on to concealers, I don't think there's anything really new here. Obviously my Glossier concealer, this is in the shade G8. This is the concealer that I wear like every single day. It looks so pretty under the skin. It makes my under eye just look really healthy and nice. It's not like too cakey or dry or too much coverage, and that's what I like for every single day. My Peau pen, this is just a really nice brightening pen, so kind of like the Touche Eclat. Touche Eclat was my favorite last year. This one, so good. I have been using this over my Touche Eclat pen a lot more. It's a little bit more coverage, and I take the shade Almond. And obviously my Kosas, just a really good easy concealer. Like, I love that I can just put it on. Comes with a brush. Sometimes it's just like I'm lazy and I don't want to click up the pen or don't want to like stick my finger into the pot. And then obviously if you follow me on TikTok, that you know that my absolute favorite concealer brush is this one from NARS. It's the NARS 13. Nope, it's the NARS 15. And it's just good. If you're not using like a brush like this to buff out your concealer, you need to. It's like the perfect, I think it's called the Precise Powder Brush, but it works so good for concealer. Like, just the fluffiness is the best. 3 blush favorites. First being the Merit Flush Bombs. These are so pretty. They're like a sheer wash of color, so nothing too crazy. Great for every day. I love the color Fox, and I also really love the color Mood. Obviously it's winter right now, so I'm loving that like deeper kind of like bronzy cheek. And all of my colors are going to be really similar. So the Rhode Pocket blushes, these are so good. They're a lot more opaque than the Merit ones. This one is in Freckle. Freckle is like a more muted kind of nude. And then this is Toasted Teddy. So Toasted Teddy is a little bit deeper. And then obviously She's So LA. Patrick Charles is like my go-to blush when I like don't know what to wear, need like a really good nude. This guy. So I'm gonna use Merit Mood today because it's like a really nice berry flush, and I just feel like I need a little bit more color today. So these ones are really nice because you can kind of build up the color, so you're not gonna get like that really intense color payoff on your first swipe. You kind of have to build it up a little bit and get that like more punchy cheek. I have 2 powder favorites of the year. First is the Fenty one. This one is like a very, very nice diffused kind of powder. It's very finely milled, so I really like it like under the eye. It's also a really good touch-up powder, so if you are really oily, it's a good one to like keep in your car or in your purse if you want to do like any touch-ups throughout the day. And then I discovered this Chanel natural finish loose powder this year. I have the shade 30. This is another Mario brush that I'm obsessed with. It's the F2. So I just take a little bit of this and pop it right underneath the eye. I have one powder bronzer favorite of the year, and this is the Giorgio Armani one. It's in a shade 100. It has like a little bit of a glitter reflect in it, but I don't find that it comes off on the face too much. And then this is just like one of my favorite MAC 137 brushes. It's not new, but one of my favorite brushes in my kit and in personal life. Pretty. I love that it has like a big mirror on it too, so that's nice. For brows, I've really just liked the Kosas Air Brow. I kind of like stopped filling my brows in and then I started again. Right now, like sometimes I'll fill them in, but sometimes I won't. So the Air Brow just gives like a little bit of tint and a little bit of shape, but I do have the clear too because sometimes I just want to do a little clear. This is the shade Soft Brown, and then I have light brown when my hair is like a little bit lighter, and then I have clear. My setting spray is the same, Benefit Professional. If you haven't tried this yet, it is the best setting spray ever. Mark my words. I've tried literally everything. I just love the way it makes my skin look now and in like however many hours. Okay, a few eyeshadow picks. So I've really loved these Vive eye pencils this year. I love eyeshadow sticks like this because I feel like they're just so easy, and I love a really good, easy, simple eye. So love eyeshadow sticks. Obviously my MAC shadow in the color What Clout. It's the best shade for me. I use it almost every single time I do my makeup. And then this is another favorite. It's the BK Beauty brush in 212. It's like the perfect amount of fluff, and I've used it every single time I've done my makeup for the last year, because they sent me all of their brushes last year on Christmas, and I truly don't think I've used anything else since, which is just absolutely insane. So I've definitely really loved this. It gives a little bit of like that background to make it look like I have a tiny bit of shadow on and my eyes aren't bare. And then I think these were my favorites last year, but they're my favorites again because they're just the best shadows of all time. Westman Atelier. I have Tabak and Bisou. Tabak is like a really pretty mushroomy warm brown. This just all over, it has a tiny bit of a reflect in it, but nothing crazy. It's not like shimmery or anything. It's more of like a satin. Obsessed with Bisou for in my inner corner. It's like a peachy kind of pink, and it just looks so pretty, especially if you have like a yellower skin tone like mine. Obviously my favorite lash color is the Shiseido one. It's so good. I buy the little refill pads and change out my pad every few months just to make sure it's not getting like all gross. Mascara favorites, they're both brown. I've loved brown mascara this year. I think I wore black mascara like one time this year. The Westman, this one's good for like an every single day. I actually wear the YSL every single day too, but this one has like a really nice fluffy great black brush, and then so does the YSL. This is the YSL Lash Clash. The YSL is like a little bit bigger. Today I'm gonna use the Westman just because I want like a very fluffy, light lash, and I'll kind of show you the difference. Lip liners, NYX New Truffle. I think that'll be my favorite every single year because it's literally the best ever. They reformulated it. I still like it. I still think the shade is great. And then the Makeup by Mario has been so good this year. These are my top 3 shades. So I have Almond, and I have Spice Chai, and I have Dimitri. So I'm gonna use Spice Chai today. I love a good lip liner. So this is Spice Chai. I'm gonna put my Ole Henriksen on. This is like my go-to everyday lip because it's just like so easy. And I know I'm gonna get tons of moisture from my Ole Henriksen. And that's it. My go-to everyday favorite makeup products of 2024.